So I know from the title, this video seems like it's going to be overwhelmingly pessimistic about the value of life, on how we value our lives. But I hope by the end of the video, you realize that that's not the case. And rather, I think this sort of phrase can be looked at as being very optimistic about how we interpret our lives and just the world around us. So I first want to start off by saying that something I think that everyone could pretty much agree on when you really think about it is that nothing really exists for an inherent reason. There's no reason why the planets came to be, or at least none that we can truly know and truly say for certain that, oh yeah, this is the reason why. If you want to point to religion, okay, but like in terms of scientific basis, there's no inherent reason why the universe, galaxies have formed, right? Or why animals have evolved over time to the point where now like Homo sapiens exist and whatnot. So I want to start off by saying that humans have this very anthropocentric view of the world, right? And this was the case for a long time. And what I mean by anthropocentric is that humans viewed themselves as the center of the universe, or like the most important thing. And you can go back to looking at Galileo and like the theory of the earth, of the sun revolving around the earth instead of earth revolving around the sun, and why Galileo was killed for his thought of, no, the earth actually revolves around the sun. And I think that story does a good deal of explaining that humans have like backlash against this idea that we're not the center, or we're not the most important thing. And I think it comes back to, we kind of define our existence as being super important, or rather the most important amongst any sort of animal, any creature, because we have consciousness, we have certain characteristics that are inherently different than other animal species. But our lives are inherently meaningless. There's no reason, there's no actual thing that is causing us to do the things we do. I mean, there's nothing that's like driving us. There's not a reason why you exist at all. And it's a bit scary to think about, and something that for me at least, I would go through like depressive phases of thinking about this, and it would scare me, because with no inherent reason, like what's the purpose of living is where I would come back to. Like what's the ultimate purpose, which goes into the feeling of being lost and all this. And I think it's something that when you're young really strikes like with the chord with you. Like it's really something that hits you deep, and you realize for the first time there's no inherent purpose for anything. But how I begun to look at my life and moving forward is, yeah, life is inherently meaningless. But that sentence allows you to really make it whatever you want. If life doesn't have any purpose on its own, like an individual can choose whatever they wish to pursue, whatever they're interested in, whatever their skills are. And because, thank God, we live in, or a significant amount of people live in democratic nations, we actually can try to achieve these things. And that is what I've come to the conclusion of. That is the basis of, or that is the meaning. The meaning of life to me now is that there is no meaning, and hence we can make it whatever we want. So in that way, I guess it's a little bit of a paradox, but we can make life whatever we want it to be, good or bad. I mean, you can mess up your life completely, take terrible decisions, or you can, do things that interest you. And when I say terrible decisions, I mean interests that aren't aligned with what you truly want. Or you can make decisions where, these are things that you truly want to do, things that you're passionate about, and move from there. So I think we often get boggled down in this idea that there's no purpose in doing anything, but that purpose is what we make of it. I mean, there's no reason for me to make any sort of YouTube videos whatsoever. Like there's no like reason. I do it because it satisfies me, and I derive value from making these videos and improving my talking, improving my thinking, right, quickly as well, because I don't have any of these scripted out. So that's why I do it. Also to see you guys' feedback, to see that. And so find those things to do and find those reasons to do it and keep at it and make that your purpose, right? Life is meaningless until it's really not, and you find that meaning for yourself. So I want to conclude with life does actually, I guess, have a meaning. So I guess the title is a little bit clickbaity in that it has no meaning. And you as an individual are capable of doing whatever you want because of that. Because it has no meaning, because there is nothing that inherently is supposed to strive or bring the species forward, you can really just do the things that you want and accomplish the things that you want to do. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you found the video somewhat insightful, and peace out. Thanks.